Now, I'm not going to pretend that I'm the first guy or the only guy that has experienced these cute and funny little secrets that are unique to the ways of the Filipina. In fact, if you've been involved with the Filipina, these are really not secret. But us guys, we really do have a lot of fun talking about our individual experiences. So if you're thinking about getting involved with the Filipina, or maybe you're in the beginning stages, then this is probably more beneficial and something you'll want to keep in your hip pocket. I know for me, these would have been great to know in the beginning. Hello and welcome back to the G5 Family channel. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for clicking in. I know there's a bazillion videos you could be watching, so it really makes me happy that you decided to check in with me. So there are ways of the Filipina that are cute, really funny, and just add to the overall fun. She and I actually have a lot of fun with these things because she is not at all uptight about anything and lets me make fun of her just as much as she makes fun of me. And 10 years into the marriage, we still have a ton of laughs, which, by the way, is a real important component to a happy marriage, right? So the first cute and funny little secret that I'll mention is her vanity. Now, are Filipinas exclusive when it comes to vanity? No way. But it's the things that she's concerned about that I find so funny. Like, for instance, she'll say, "I don't want to go outside because it's so hot." And I'm like, it's always hot. What she's meaning by that, hot, is actually sunshine. It's too sunny outside. She doesn't want to be in the sun because she gets instantaneously darker. And she talks about taking these pills that'll lighten her skin, these creams, these soaps, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I tell her that while she's trying so hard to whiten her skin, there's a lot of Caucasian women spending a lot of money and time trying to tan their skin to be like her. All right, so the next thing I'll mention in terms of vanity is her flat nose. I think she has a cute little nose, but she wants her nose to be long. And an interesting side note is that the Filipino word for nose is ilong, I-L-O-N-G. And I kind of wonder if this happens to have anything to do with the fact that Filipinos want their nose to be long. Now, I don't know. Anyway, another mention is her eyebrows. She obsesses over the shape and the color of her kilay. I started to say eyebrows, but she calls it kilay. That's the Filipino word. And then lastly, and this is probably my favorite, is when she says, "Baby love, I need to get my hair straightened." And I'm like, what? Your hair is already straight. But basically, this is like getting a perm. Only instead of getting curls, Filipinos like to get a perm that actually does flatten and straighten their hair. And by the way, I'll be honest, I do like the look of her hair when she gets that done. I'm just grateful that she likes to wear her hair long. That's really my personal preference. So yeah, I get a kick out of her little vanity issues. And you know, I guess we all have our own vanity concerns, so she's allowed hers. Now, another interesting thing that I see as unique to Filipinas and can sometimes be a little less cute and funny and a little more frustrating is the silent treatment. Now, once you get it figured out, on the backside, it can be cute and funny. But when you're going through it, not so much. And yes, I know this is talked about a lot, but for you guys that have yet to be or are new to being involved with the Filipina, this is important. Tampo is the Filipino word for it, but it's a real thing, and it requires a certain technique to deal with it. Us guys, as perfect as we think we are, we're gonna screw up from time to time. And depending on the screw up, we might be served a not so tasty dish of Tampo. I had never heard about this before she and I got married, and it did cause some difficult moments for us. But then somehow I found out about it, probably a YouTube video, and was like, oh. So basically this is the silent treatment, and it's their way to avoid confrontation and argument. She'll take time, sometimes it's all day, all night, maybe even the next day. But if I handle it right, I can usually overcome this by first telling her that, look, you're gonna tampo, I'm gonna go over here, just let me know when you're ready to talk about it. And most of the time she'll begrudgingly tell me what her grief is, and I'm very quick to apologize or defend my position gently. And usually it's not too long and we're making up. But for the more severe instances, she might still be quiet for a day or two before she's able to let it go. But the honest to goodness thing about it is that once she's gotten over it, she literally acts like nothing ever happened. And I love that about her. I actually try to take example. Okay, so enough on Tampo. The third item that I find cute and funny is called hangry. Again, this is no secret to guys who've been married to a Filipina, but basically hangry is a combination of hungry and angry. So your little Filipina is going to have a very high metabolism, which means she's going to eat 5 or 6 meals a day, albeit small portions. But if we're out and about and for whatever reason we haven't had a chance to stop and get something to eat, she will turn into a little Filipina monster lady. And nothing will tame that monster until she gets something to eat. So many times we've had to pull off the highway to some sort of food stand, get her a bite of rice, some sort of snack, and then within a few minutes she's back to her cute little perky self. So that's the third cute and funny thing. Now, there's a bunch of other things that I could talk about. I mean, I'm not going to talk about jealousy, which can lead to tampo, but I'll leave that for another talk sometime. The bottom line is I find these things to be mostly cute and funny, except for the tampo thing, which is usually my fault. But if it's the worst thing I have to deal with, then I've got it made in the shade. So with that, I'm going to wrap up. I really do want to express sincere thanks for watching my videos. All of the interaction in the comments is so much fun. I actually get up in the mornings. The first thing I do when I'm having my coffee is sit down for an hour or so and respond to comments. I really enjoy that. And all of the new subscribes, we're growing like crazy. I think we're going to actually hit 5,000 by the end of this month. So if you do find this information funny or entertaining or informational, and you have friends that are thinking about the Philippines thing, by all means, share the channel, share the videos that you think are pertinent to their situation, whatever. But as always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video.